Oh, hello. I was just having a sandwich. It's me, A.F. Harrold, author and poet and beard man, here with you on the social media video streams of the Royal Borough of Windsor and Maidenhead Library people's things. They've asked me to come and talk to you because it's National Poetry Day this week. And they said to me, Ashley, will you make some videos? And I said, yes, of course I will. And in the other two videos, I'll be reading some poems for you. In this first video, they said, Ashley, tell us what it is you like about poems. And so I thought, okay, I'll tell you what I like about poetry. Right, and I'll give you three things that I like about poems and why you might want to give them a try every now and then. Thing number one, they're often quite short. I don't know if you've ever read a novel, but novels go on for ages. You have to take days to read them. A poem, you can sit down, read it in a minute. Perfect. Poems are the snacks you can eat in between meals. If meals are novels, poems are special treats you can have without spoiling your appetite. There we go. That's a good thing about poems. Thing number two that I like about poems and poetry, there are all sorts of different poems, of course, all sorts of doing different things. But one thing many of them have in common is they're like windows. If you imagine you're walking down the street in the early winter, in the early evening in the winter, it's getting dark, people are starting to turn the lights on in their houses, but they've not drawn the curtains yet. And so you're walking down and if you're a little bit nosy, you take a glance over and you can see through that window into someone else's life, suddenly lit up there. And you walk along and there's another window in a completely different life. In one place, people are having a conversation, in one they're having an argument, in one they're watching telly, one they're cooking dinner, all different. And poems are a little bit like that. Sometimes you look through the window of a poem and you find someone's telling you a joke. You find somebody's telling you something about something that happened to them. Or you find that you're looking through a window that's actually a mirror, that you're going, oh, I recognise that. And they're not always whole stories. Sometimes you just catch the beginning of something, or just the end of something, or just the middle of something, and you get all this space around it to think what else might be going on. And so that's the second thing I like about poems, the windowiness of them. And the third thing I like about poems is their approachability. And what I mean by that is you look at a novel, you might like reading novels, I like reading novels, you look at them and you think, crikey, I could never do that. There's 100,000 words, I couldn't write that. But you look at a poem, I could have a go at that. All you need to do is put down 4 lines, 5 lines, 2 lines, 10 lines, and you can make yourself a poem. It's something that you can, without too much intimidation, think, I can have a go at that. And if you spend your life writing a novel, you'll spend months and months and maybe years writing a novel. It might be rubbish. You've wasted months and months and years writing it. If you write a poem and it's rubbish, you've wasted 10 minutes. It's not the end of the world. And so 3 things. The shortness, the snackability of poems, the windowiness of poems, and the approachability, that I could do thatness of poems. There. So those are my reasons why. I'm going to read a little poem, just a little poem from this book, Things You Find in a Poet's Beard by me, pictures by Chris Riddell there. And I'll say have a lovely National Poetry Day this year, 2020. Here is a poem about a snake who tried to learn to play the piano. It's called A Nice Tune, page 45 for anyone following in the text. When Sydney the snake decided to take piano lessons, they lasted seconds. Headbutting the keys didn't please Mrs. Hosanna, who owned the piano. She slammed the lid, which did for Sid. So there we are, a little window into the life of a music teacher, a piano teacher. I've been AF Harrold. You've been listening to the Royal Borough of Windsor and Maidenhead Library Service video stream for National Poetry Day 2020. Wash your hands, wear your masks, keep safe, and we'll see you on the other side of all of this. Share some poems with some people you know. Just little ones. Just have fun. Just enjoy yourself. I don't know what that was.